Well, it's sort of, but it's not. Roundabout way like that. It's the same stuff.
No, I know.
Same thing.
Yeah, it was a steak, sort of, it was, which I think was very good.
Everybody?
Not specific.
You can't get tough because my teeth.
Wait, I gotta move in.
Oh, you.
That's fair.
That's
I wanna break it, cause that's how much it is.
Go the other way. Back no more right there.
Thank you.
That's why I don't sit.
That's why I went.
Oh, my.
Right by me.
Right by, you could look right in front of it.
Yeah.
I get.
Here.
Saturday my way. Wise man once told me. So I was wrong.
Okay. Took a little minute. We go on Brownfield.
I thought that.
Not at the moment, but it was a tangle. There was a.
Minus.
Not sweeter than wide, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Consider it.
Bring the meeting to order.
I think we're gonna have here soon.
Vote on the minute. Second. All in favor? Payroll is done. Really?
Yeah. I just wanna present something I put on the warrant, an article,
Okay,
yeah.
so look at it.
I don't have my pen with me. Do you wanna sign again, John, that you received it? And there's 4 copies, so it'd be,
What do you want me to do?
sign right here, please. Oh, that's gonna be my copy.
Today 26. Today 26.
I think so. Yeah.
3:20.
Sounds good to me.
Well, it's 2024.
Get this one close to the spring. We want this precise. We don't want any mistakes.
No, no, of course it wouldn't be a mistake.
I want to kick back.
Do you want me to have another sign one, guys? Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Cindy. Animal control officer.
Well, we've had, taken 8 straight packs to Harvard Hill from Brownfield. We did a tour of Randy's property with Matt Randall, me, Craig, and Randy and Di. I don't know if we got a report back or not.
Have we get a report?
Fine.
No response as of yet from that.
Okay,
Denny, I need that.
Oh, good.
and I mean, when we did the tour, we didn't realize how close other people's properties were, didn't we, Craig? We didn't realize how many people were really close
Oh,
to,
yeah, there's a lot of them very close, so
so.
they got a trail that goes all the way around the spot.
Yeah, I guess. According to what him and Matt talked about. They're closing that back trail off and putting the snowmobile trail back to where it originally was. I know, they said what they talked about, I don't know if it's written in stone, but. That's what was talked about, wasn't it, Greg?
What he like, the way he worded it was, he can't make him do it, but he suggested some.
It was a strong suggestion, I think Randy and Di was in favor of
It
it,
sounded like he was.
yeah,
So
so
I'm
I'm,
gonna put up some kind of barriers too, so that they're. Trying to keep the dog from seeing everything that's going on.
yeah, so I think there was some suggestions, cause you can't tell him anything, because it's not an
Right.
act issue. He just gave some strong suggestions about what to do on the property.
Mhm.
You know, but it's up to him because he only deals with manure and runoff and that's ag part,
Right.
not the animal welfare part. So he only deals with the manure and runoff, so, but he did give some suggestions. What he can do to deteriorate, where he can get some stuff to deteriorate, because properties are so close.
Mm-hmm.
But if you shut the trail off from out back going around, as Matt said, you'll keep the foot traffic down. And put the trail where it used to be, right beside the, where the cul-de-sac starts.
Yes.
It used to run right across there. That was Matt's strong suggestion.
Mhm.
So it keeps everybody off the backside of his property. Which has been a big issue, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
in all honesty, gated off, so they can't go in there during summer. I mean,
yeah, I mean, even in the wintertime, I mean, that's how his dog got injured last year.
oh, dog,
No, it wasn't out. So we went to his pen and his dog has separated the skin from the skull and almost killed the dog.
really?
Yeah. I mean, so he mentioned that.
Yeah, they do.
So I mean, there's been some things that's happened that Randy has not said because he has no. Who can he point a finger to?
Right.
But there's things that's been happening there. So if we close that trail off, that I think another reason why he closed the trail off because he. But Jed doesn't own all the way across there, so he can't close the trail off. So that's why Matt suggested that he move the snowmobile trail back to where it was. As you come into the cul-de-sac, so it runs right across there again, straight across.
His dog's still in here.
Not as bad because his dogs are back further, aren't they, Frank?
They're the only one, he has something out that he keeps in his house, it's on the front side of his house.
Well, that's from the
Yeah.
dogs that come on in and out of his house, it's in the
Right.
fenced in area. So, but he's got some by the animals, and he's got some way out back behind the hedges. And then he's got his fenced in one for his dogs, we open up so they don't go be at large. With the problem we had before. So no dog is running at large now. They're all contained.
There was one on my property just a couple of weeks ago,
I never got called.
but didn't do any good, so.
You can't say it doesn't do any good if you don't call. You have to call to make, so you can't accuse it not doing it good if you don't call.
Well, what good did it do policing the cost?
All right, that's enough. We're not gonna argue here.
So Dick, can I ask you a question?
We'll wait till we get to the end. All right,
I mean, I guess people's gonna call to make a complaint, and I'm not gonna elaborate anymore, but that's what we found out, that's what's been going on. We guess we have a lot of cats in town, and we're gonna have to be gentle at that shelter because they cover 26 towns
oh,
with a lot of stray cats in each town, and I have 9 of them.
your barn has plenty of room.
I'm not taking any animals from my house. Because you don't know what kind of diseases they have. If they've had their rabies shots,
There's wild cats, with some good.
feral cats, you don't know, and I'm not bringing that kind of disease to my property.
Yeah.
Somebody else want to volunteer to it, I'm happy to drop them off,
There you go.
that's it.
That's it, okay? Brian, you got something?
Yeah, early on you said that they had 5 back calls on, and the last meeting you said they had 10. Well, I wish you were at my house this afternoon, I've got recordings here, the back call is on, are they not working, or what is the?
He does say they will back through them when he's feeding.
Mhm.
This was all afternoon, it wasn't when being fed.
Um,
I don't know, I didn't get no call, so I can't say. I have to have a record of the calls. And if you don't call, there's no record of it, so it doesn't exist.
And when you called in the past, what have you told me, Cindy?
I have been down there, Brian, every time you called me, I've gone down there.
okay,
I'm not arguing, I'm just saying,
Okay.
if people call about barking dog, I do go out, I do investigate it.
all right, Dickie.
Yep.
What have you've been busy?
Little bit. Well, it's just 6 days, we were out. 8 times in 6 days. We're running. We did 3 medicals. We assisted a citizen that lost on Burton Mountain. We did 2 assists for rescue, 1 cardiac arrest, and the one we did, we had to plow and shovel the guy's driveway to get to him. We did mutual aid to Denmark for reported structure fire. And we did a Palisade fire yesterday. And I'll update you a little bit, we had just.
Sure.
But,
Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just thought you had a question.
I do it when you get done.
Yeah, we did, we had our building committee meeting last Thursday night, well attended. We got a lot of things ironed out, I learned a lot from the couple of things I learned. I do want to say there's a little bit of misinformation out there. After the meeting, that Friday night, I got a call from Carly from the Senate office, Collins' office. Was very concerned that a Brownfield resident called and said that our article did not pass and that we're not for the building. It did pass. In fact, we've done it 2 times. When you purchase the property, that is a go. That's the town is accepting it. And then I put Article 14 in there, which is another asking the town if they want to proceed with the building. It was a go. It was the one that failed was the ordinance. The ordinance has nothing to do with that building. So she was very concerned about it. We had to do a conference call with her, Dick and I, and we did a conference call with her yesterday to reassure that this is still moving forward. This grant, I think Dick can ask a little, this grant is nothing that we can turn down. Is that what you understood?
Yeah, it is a bill.
Bill. And so we are on the hook. We don't need all the money at once. You correct me if I'm wrong. We have to have a plan. It's gonna be a long time. Well, this is going to be a lot of paperwork I'm gonna not do. So we're gonna need to have a plan, and this has to go, how we're going to fund it on our end. That's what they're gonna look. But
That was my question. I want to know, I wanted an update on what was going on.
yes, this is what we're doing. And because of that phone call, I have an extra step I have to do now, which when I was talking to you this afternoon, she sent me an email. I gotta update her on from the start and now progress I'm gonna make in the future. Which is I gotta do that. Which, she knows I sent her the article today. I've invited her to her open house. We're gonna do an open house on the 20th of April. And I sent her an invite and she's gonna try to make it. I know Susan Collins wouldn't be here, but she is gonna try to be here from 9 to 1. And she can answer any questions anybody has. But I just want that to be out there that, we don't have 2 kitchens in the building. All these things are coming back to me. I don't read this stuff, but people tell me. They said I was gonna have 2 kitchens in there. I'm not. I'm gonna have full-time firefighters. I'm not. It's gonna happen eventually. I'm sure it's gonna be 10 years from now that can happen. There's just a lot of things out there that, we gotta proceed forward. We're in this to catch everybody. And it'll make us
And the town needs to protect you people through its sanctions.
exactly with that.
2 kitchens, 3 bedrooms and a gym. That's what it's.
Well, I would like to say something about that. What they put on Facebook doesn't concern me at all. But when they call the state and tell you that we're not going forward with this, that does concern me.
Correct. It did me, and it put a question in their mind.
Yeah.
Also. Because if we, and she pretty much said that if we turn it down, it gets publicized in the newspaper, the news, that almost $3 million per building. You can write all the grants you want, but it could red flag you. So it doesn't look favorable for you. Don't say you're not gonna get them. But she said that it really puts a red flag on town Brown.
Yeah.
And it makes you look bad. That you've got this help to build this building. Take it. Yeah, that's to rehab, you can't rehab our building. And what you would spend to try to rehab this building is your portion of what you need to pay, and you get $3 million. So I'm just trying, and I've written grants. I have gone after another one. It's gone out. The first one I wrote, $500,000, to help. I'm not gonna stop trying to help the townspeople. I don't wanna put a big tax burden on them either, and that's my plan, is not to do this, and I think we can do it without doing it.
With this grant, we're getting a 3-for-1. It's a special kind of stupid to think we're not gonna take it.
That's,
Wow.
and I don't think I think there's a lot of support behind it.
Yeah, it's people spreading misinformation,
Yes.
you know, trying to make it so that people believe that that things are gonna happen that aren't gonna happen. People need to open their own eyes, they need to go look at that fire station to see what you guys are at. And not listen to these people that just are negative about everything.
But we are, you know, that's why we're doing the open house, and hopefully she'll be there, and people can come look. If they have questions, call me. I have no problem sitting down with anybody explaining what we're doing, and, you know, I'm thinking forward, that's me, I'm thinking beyond 10, 15 years. This building's gonna serve this town for, you know, 45 years, maybe 60. You don't have to do anything with it.
And one of the things that this person raised was, the maintenance of the building, how we're gonna afford the maintenance. It's a brand new building, hopefully you don't do anything to it 15 to 20 years. It's a brand new building, so you shouldn't, I mean, you're gonna have your normal heat, and if the building's built efficiently like that everybody wants, it's gonna be less to heat than this thing we got now.
Yes.
How old is the public works building?
For 20 years, public works.
Well, they built it when I started, so I was there 10 years, and then I've been gone 5, 6 years, so. 15,
15.
years old.
There hasn't been very much maintenance on that building.
No,
You want to figure the town garage is bigger than my fire station, his heating bill is half of what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Frank, remember we compared that going like, oh my God, you're heating this great big building full of heat with these cold trucks and wet.
Yeah.
Cheaper than I'm heating that fire station, and I got 2 furnaces.
So we need to build a more efficient building.
Yeah.
You don't have to dust because the wind comes through one end and out the other, so.
Atlantic, buildings, I have the information for you.
Okay.
Great. You can send them the plans.
the point I wanted to make, Dickie, was the town approved it.
Mhm.
And then somebody goes to the state and tells them we don't want it, that's wrong.
That we voted it
I
out,
don't care about the rest of the.
Yeah.
Hearsay stuff.
but I'm gonna move forward, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll add that we're having another committee meeting. Next week, April 3rd, 12:30 here. Right,
What you asked. Oh, no.
yes, that's what
Yeah.
the committee decided. I'm just putting that for public information.
Yeah.
It's a committee meeting, but it is open to public.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing now, Cliff.
Yeah, I haven't been doing nothing.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Give Buddy and Josh a pat of thumbs up for hanging with this storm. You know, for so many hours. We had. Trucks got stuck 3 times, one on Ten Hill, one on Dugway, Bullets Hill, just trying to turn around and the stuff was challenging. One breakdown, but it wasn't really a breakdown, the wing post on the Rennet National 4x4 broke, but didn't need a wing anyway. I'm like Dickie with the complaints that are on this media thing going on. It doesn't bother me, but it's the same people for the same problems. People don't realize when you're pushing 20 inches of snow and you make a turn, snow comes off a blade or a wing. You know, when you're in a truck, you can't fix it. So just, you know, they don't bother me. It's just, you know, the same people all the time. We just went to a class today for a traffic control class that we need to do. And I've got a report due on the 4th of April for Safety Works for our training that we gotta work on that's been outdated or whatever, so we're getting pretty caught up on that. Doing that, I guess that's good.
What was Randy's last name? Mike,
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
what was Randy's last name?
Last name.
What was Randy's last name?
I can look it up, I don't have it on me.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the girl that I talked to you about, DEP. Randy,
You talked to somebody from DEP? Randy, first name Randy, she was gonna call him today.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
yeah, she wants those reports, that's all she was trying to.
She said it was.
I don't have it all.
Yeah.
I can get it for you.
I don't.
Give him the phone number if you can before he leaves.
Yep.
And he can call and talk, find out what she got.
Her name is Michelle Randy.
Now Randy, I can remember,
There was some questions, I think.
yeah,
She had some questions.
Oh, that's not-
very nice lady.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah. No, that was a hot storm and I think you guys did a pretty good job.
okay.
I can manage.
Put a torch to the front of the plow.
Willie's not here. You gotta get anything?
I'd like to make a motion.
Mhm.
I'd like to make a motion to designate the planning board to form an implementation committee for the 2023 comprehensive plan. Any communication to the select board will come from the chair of the planning board.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Yeah. Planning board be involved in that decision?
Okay. Anything else? Yeah. The municipal trail,
The what?
the municipal trail grant,
Oh, right, yeah.
I'll make a motion that we accept the municipal trail grant. And, it's just a pass-through thing, the Snowmobile Club builds a stake, and the state sends a check to Brownfield, and Brown just sends it back to Snowmobile Club, so that's just a regular pass-through account. Forever does it, Denmark does it, Porter does it, it's just a pass-through. It's a way for Snowmobile Club to accurately bill for the amount of time they use. Today, the way it is now, we can write a bill for $20,000, we get 6,300 no matter what we write. And this way here, it goes straight, it goes for all the hours you get. And for our mileage, it's got a cap on it anyway for our mileage, but the town has nothing to do. There's no money to the town at all. It's a simple little thing. All in favor?
Who seconded?
Don't lose it.
Seconded.
In favor? Okay. The budget committee meeting is not happening.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, it's not here.
Oh, yeah,
Do you have an answer back from the lawyer on that article that was sent out 3 weeks ago by Vinny?
I don't believe we do yet, do we?
We did get a response, didn't we?
I think you did.
Oh, we did?
No,
I haven't seen it yet then.
my-
Sorry, I'm saying correctly.
I remember reading an email on it.
Yep. It's there. That's the answer. It was a phone call. It was not in writing.
No, the article that Vinny gave.
Correct.
Okay,
That's what we're talking about.
This document, not anything the select board has to act,
Yeah.
that's their answer.
We all know that one friend you
But you have a choice if you want to act on it or not. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, but
you
do
know
we know what it is?
Hmm?
Do we know what it is? Are you guys choosing not to act on it, or are you gonna act on it? Do we have the right to know what it is?
they haven't talked about it yet.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Okay.
shoot.
You're all set?
Yeah.
But is it okay if people do ask me about it? That I show them it or converse it, or would you rather wait till you look at it first?
I don't say that's probably on top.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I won't do it now, and say, yeah, we don't,
Okay.
okay, we haven't.
Alright, yep.
I would like to know what it is.
Yeah, I can tell you after the meeting, just so they can finish with the meeting. Yeah, I can give you a copy, I don't have a problem with it, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
All right, on the correspondence. The information on accessing update questions was posted on the website on 3/20/24. You know, the assessor wanted it on there. And then Joanne Thurston from the Brownfield Historical Society requests large stones to be placed along the bank of the Historical Society, in other words, on the backside of the parking lot. I don't know if that's.
They have large stones, or we have to get find the large stones?
Do you have any big rocks down the garage now anymore? I know we use a lot of them.
Yeah, well. Dig around, you probably find some. How
I mean,
big are
you
they
don't
talking?
have to do it right now. I mean,
How big are they talking?
take it out so people can see them, so they don't drive up over that bank.
Oh, that's what they want.
Yeah, they want them on the backside of that parking lot, because it drops right off.
It was mostly mowing on it.
What's that?
Most, wasn't it mowing she mentioned?
No.
It was cars?
No, she said she wants some large stones to be placed along the bank of the Historical Society, so I assume
I remember, I was here when she came in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they're huge. There is, there's some there now. Yeah, I don't think they have to be huge, but just big stones.
something to let people know it's the end of the parking lot.
Something that'll blow an airbag.
All right, and she also, Joan, the same person, Joan Thurston, Joanne Thurston, has a concern about the ditch from the Blake Farm on Old County Road to beyond the trailer, and asked the public works to look at it. You know what I'm talking about? You know where the Blake Cemetery is?
Yeah.
Well, the other end of Dudley, you go past there, and then there's an entrance goes into the cemetery, and then from there down around the corner. I haven't looked at it myself, so I don't know.
From there to the, like, Everett's Way?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a trailer no, it's back before that, but there. So anyways, just want to let you know about it.
On Dudley.
No, it's on Old County Road,
Old
just
Town.
beyond Dudley. If you drive down Old County, Road,
Yeah.
go past Dudley.
Mhm.
And then,
Okay, I know what you're talking about up there, yeah.
yeah, you're going down the hill, there's kind of a corner there.
Yeah.
It's right in there. I don't know what the problem is with it, but.
You'll find it in maybe a couple. days.
Yeah.
What's more that, leave that no, that river's coming up pretty quick.
I really don't think it's a problem with the road, the way I understand it, it's something to do with the bank on the other side of it, she's concerned about. The other side of the ditch. That's all I got.
Anybody? Yeah.
Willie's on here, but he was talking about, he's got an Easter hunt. Saturday coming up,
Yeah.
is it Saturday?
Yep.
Yep.
Hope the eggs aren't white.
Right. Is the town office open that Saturday? He was wondering about parking, so he could get his eggs put somewhere.
I think it is, that's the last weekend of the month, so yes. And the first weekend of the month, so. Back to back. So, yeah,
So if he was to put parking, like say from
Be the 31st, yeah.
mhm.
the handicap over to the cop shop. Could he use that part of the parking lot for parking?
That way he can put the Easter eggs on the tar around the building.
Around.
One half for the kids.
Yeah, as long as they can get to the, substation if they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snow might be melted by then with all this rain coming in.
Oh, we can only hope and pray.
Yeah.
Then you call it
Yeah,
blood season.
to bring the, rain in, it's gonna make a mess.
Yeah.
Even I asked,
Yeah, just as long as they can get in and out of that building over there to go here.
Is there an age limit on the Easter egg hunt?
Yeah.
You don't qualify, you do not qualify.
I notice people don't pay much attention to ribbon, but
no, they.
I put it in a couple.
Well, matter of fact, we just got done doing that traffic control deal. And, yeah, it's interesting. The new generation we have now, they can't read. They don't care.
They can't see either.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I can't see, but
They can't see a cone
if I
either.
see a ribbon, it means that somebody probably don't want you in there.
Yeah.
Right,
They can't see a plow truck.
You gotta put it on text it,
Yeah.
Sad.
you gotta text it. On the phone, they'll read that.
Anything else? Not for me.
Well, the only thing I have is we talked about a noise ordinance at one point, so I put in to sit down with the planning board and talk about that. See if we can't get something put on the books, cause there's just the house, the property over by the fire stations. Got a generator that sounds like it runs quite often, so.
It does, right across the street.
The guy on Spring Street came over, he actually came in the office today, he says, I'm not trying to be that guy, but, I've got kids and I'm trying to run a business and such, so. Like I tried to explain to him, though, we don't know why he's running off a generator, so it's easy to sit back and assume that,
He has no power there.
you know what I mean? We don't know, what his financial,
Have done what he
situation
wanted
is.
done this year.
Yeah.
Or what, so I guess I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna try to sit down with the planning board, and see if we can, draft or, talk to these guys about drafting some kind of ordinance so that, it's fair to all, and obviously he needs it or he wouldn't be running it, but it's not necessarily fair to his neighbors to have to listen to it all the time, so I just, figured I'd let you know.
Yeah.
about that.
Did you do that generator? You guys living in a camper up behind his house. Running everything off generator, 24/7.
Just has it out through the phone, and it goes all under.
people out, let them all down here.
Yeah. It's okay. Okay. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
No, it's not.
Remember it.